The following is a presentation of Big Polly's World of Sports Sims. I'm Big Polly, and I approve this message. Big Polly's World of Sports Sims presents the Hometown Football League using Action PC Football 2020. Today we're in Kansas City, Missouri, home of the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. Hopefully they'll get a chance to defend their title in a few weeks and months as the 2020 season starts, but for our intents and purposes, they are playing Las Vegas today, and you're kind of probably wondering, well, how can Las Vegas have an all-time team? Because Las Vegas is just getting the Raiders now. Las Vegas is a combination of all the players that the other 31 teams in this HTFL did not want. So they will play Kansas City today at Arrowhead Stadium. 53 degrees on this October for the sake of the simulation day, a 53-degree day, 5-mile wind at best, no precipitation. Arrowhead Stadium, rocking and rolling. One of the best fan bases in the National Football League. We'll see how they do in the HTFL. I believe this is Kansas City's first home game in the HTFL in Week 4. They win the toss. They will defer to the second half. John Brody at quarterback for Vegas, Lenny Dawson for Kansas City. Pat Mahomes is not yet in the historical collection, so we use Dawson and hope that Pat Mahomes will be in a future season's collection set. John Gruden coaching the Ironmen, the Las Vegas Ironmen, and Kansas City is coached by the very colorful Hank Stram. Kaufman back deep for Vegas, and we'll get this game underway. Vegas kind of wears the Raider colors, where Kansas City is in their home reds. Tynes' kickoff, taken by Kaufman at the 1, returned 28 yards to the 29. Let's set the Las Vegas offense and the KC defense for you. It's Tyler and Colmer at running back, Johnson and Driver at wideout, Ertz at tight end. Dyken, Hara, Flanagan, Skibelli, and Ruby are your offensive linemen. John Brody at quarterback, and he's been doing quite well for the Ironmen, leading one of the leaders in passing rating. Allen and Smith will be your defensive ends for Kansas City. Buchanan and Mays at defensive tackle. Bell, Lanier, and Halley will be your linebackers from outside to outside. Thomas and Lewis your corners. Robinson and Cherry, a very fine safety tandem for the Chiefs. And Las Vegas gets the ball first and 10 at the 29. We have a marker down before the play.
Ball start. Offense. Number 86, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
That is Zach Ertz of the Eagles, who did not make the all-time Philly team, but comes to Las Vegas. First and 15, ball to 24. And Brody throws to Colmer, who gains 18. So 15 yards, no problem for Vegas. They get the first down. Move the ball out to the 42 for this first and 10 play. That's a give to Wendell Tyler. He of the Rams and 49ers, who had a very big day and against Miami in Super Bowl 19. He gains 2 yards. Second and 8, ball to 44. Brody to Colmer, and Colmer has his second catch of the day, 11 yards. Bell brought him down at the 45, and Vegas already into Kansas City territory on just 3 plays. First and 10. Brody with all kinds of time. He throws incomplete,
Pass
but a marker.
Interference, defense. Number 18, automatic, first down.
And it's not good for Kansas City as Thomas, I believe that is Emmett Thomas, gets called for pass interference. You see him there out of Bishop. And it's now first and 10 at the KC 22. Brody to Tyler over the middle, touchdown. Wendell Tyler gives Las Vegas a 6-0 lead. The extra point try up and good by Matt Stover. And Kansas City now trails 7 before they even get a shot at the ball. Here's Dante Hall back deep for the Chiefs. 1 yard deep. He will return it because he's a good returner. Up the middle. Past the 50. And the return is 74. Stover, the kicker, brought him down. So Kansas City sets up shop first and 10 at the Vegas 27. We'll go through the Kansas City offense and the Vegas defense for you. It's Charles and McClinton at running back, Smith and Bowe at wideout, Gonzalez at tight end. The offensive line from tackle to tackle is Tyrer, Shields, Rudney at center, Waters, and Alt. For Las Vegas, the defense, Townsend and Biggs, your defensive ends, Cope and Antwine, your defensive tackles, Harvey, Bonaconte, and Addison, your linebackers. That's Nick Bonaconte in at linebacker from the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Ajamuga, Dishman, Dewerson of the Bears, and Baby Ray will be your defensive backfield. You'll take a look at Darryl. It's Darryl Ray. I apologize. I was thinking of Baby Ray of the Green Bay Packers. Okay, 1st and 10, ball at 27. And we're going to establish the run game, even though we are well into Vegas territory. Jamal Charles, trap right. And Charles picks up 2. And that makes it 2nd and 8. Hank Stram telling the Chiefs, keep matriculating the ball down the field, boys. Tony Gonzalez, medium hitch. Incomplete. Dewerson provided very good coverage on that play. It's now 3rd and 8 from the 25. We'll go to Otis Taylor on a short slant. That's caught, and that's a 1st down. Azamuga brought him down, and it'll be a 1st and 10 at the Vegas 15. McClinton, who's had some good games so far in the HTFL, we'll go to him on a dive play on 1st. That's a gain of 2. Nick Bonaconte makes the tackle, and it'll be 2nd and 8. They go back to 3 wide. We'll go Charles with the open running lanes, a trap right. And he loses a yard. Houston Antwine came up and made the tackle. He formerly of the New England Patriots. Actually played for the Boston Patriots before they changed their name to New England. He's out of Southern Illinois. 3rd down and 9. We'll go Bowe. Not Riddick Bowe, but Dwayne Bowe. Riddick Bowe, of course, a heavyweight champion of boxing in the 90s. Medium hitch. A little better than the 50-50 odds he makes the catch, but the odds didn't favor that, and incompletion. Double covered by Vegas, and Kansas City will have to kick. Here's Tynes coming on to try a 31-yarder. Into the wind, a very slight wind, but he made it. And Vegas has their deficit cut to 7-3 with 9:21 left in the opening quarter. Kaufman back deep for Vegas. Taking about the 1-yard line. We'll double check that.
Holding.
Yes, he
Receiving team
did get it at the 1.
Penalty.
And that's a 32-yard gain on the return. It's going to be wiped out by a holding on it by Asamuka. 1st and 10 now for Vegas at the 9. Brody looking. Cannot find Ertz. Bobbled the ball and couldn't hold on. That'll set up a 2nd and 10. Ball at the 9-yard line still. Give is to Tyler, and he gains nothing. Plaxico Burress of the Giants coming in as the 3rd wideout. He will be number 17 up top. 3rd and 10 from there. Tyler, a fumble, recovered by Kansas City. Allen pops it loose, pounces on it, and Vegas now in a bit of trouble. They give up the ball, and Kansas City has it at the Ironmen 14. We were going to go for a quick score here. Play action, medium hitch to Tony Gonzalez. When you got Tony Gonzalez as your tight end, you use him. That's a touchdown, but we have a penalty marker that could wipe it out. It will.
Number 58, 10-yard penalty.
Redney called for offensive holding, so belay the touchdown order. As they say on Star Trek, it's 1st and 20, ball to 24. We'll go to Charles on a screen. And Charles with lots of running room. He will score. No flags this time. So the Chiefs score not only once but twice, but only the last one counts. That screen by Jamal Charles. Here's the point after try, and you got a 10-7 game, Kansas City. With 7:36 left to go, Kansas City has now scored 10 points in a minute 45. Kaufman back deep. Takes it at the 5. Out to the 32-yard line. Spanny makes the tackle for for Kansas City, I beg your pardon. And the Ironmen have it 1st and 10 at their own 32. The give is to Tyler. Tyler, 5 yards on the left side. Cherry on the tackle. It'll now be a 2nd and 5. Ball to 37. Marker down before the play.
False start. Offense, number 40. 5-yard penalty.
Ruby called for false start. Make it now 2nd and 10 at the 32. The give to Tyler. Tyler picks up 6. So he gets the penalty yards back plus a yard. And it'll be 3rd and 4 from the 38. Brody in a shotgun. Kansas City playing with a base set of four defensive backs, since Las Vegas only has 2 wideouts in the game. That's a 1st down. 7-yard gain. Bell makes the tackle for KC, and it's now 1st and 10 at the 45, 55 yards away from the KC goal. Colmer on the carry, a 2-yard gain. Let's take a look at Colmer. See him a little better there on this screen out of Marymount Junior College. Didn't have a great game against Zona. 4 carries and 6 yards. 2nd and 8, ball to 47. We have 5:07 left in the quarter. A screen as Brody was flushed out of the pocket, but he still gets it to Wendell Tyler. Hall on the tackle, a gain of 8, and another 1st down for the Ironmen. 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 46. A throw, a catch to Ertz. Robinson makes the stop. And that's a gain of 18 so far. Brody, a hot hand. 6 out of 7, 84 yards and a touchdown. 1st and 10, ball to 27. This time, Ertz is found again for 16 yards. Against Arizona last week. In a winning effort, Brody threw for 3 touchdowns and 296 yards, and he's off to a good start today, 100 yards already. 1st and 10, ball to 11. And 2-yard gain,
defense,
which will become a 5-yard penalty
penalty
as they get Smith for encroachment. 1st and 5 from the 6, so Las Vegas can get a 1st down without scoring. Brody throws, incomplete. Looking for Colmer. Bell nearly got to it for an interception, and it will now be a 2nd and 5 at the 6. Colmer, very short of the 1st down, gets 5 yards. So now, an embarrassment of riches for the Ironmen, because it's 3rd and inches at the 1. They could get a 1st down, or they could get a touchdown on this play. Or they could get neither. Let's see what happens. To Colmer, and Colmer gets the 1st down, but not the touchdown. Dave Parks is going to come in the game as a 2nd tight end. Let's look at him real fast, because I don't remember seeing him too much in the Vegas's prior HTFL games. He's out of San Francisco, the 49ers. Played college ball at Texas Tech. Played for the 49ers in the late 60s. You see a lot of San Francisco and Oakland players on this Vegas team because they were 2 very good teams, and in the HTFL they combine and play under the nickname the Gold Raiders. 1st and goal, ball just outside the goal line. They'll give it to Tyler, and Tyler will score. Touchdown Ironmen, and they go up 13-10 as these 2 teams go back and forth like heavyweight fighters. Here's the point after. It's good by Stover, Matt Stover, and it's 14-10. Hall back deep, Dante Hall for KC. Had a big return last time, so they're going to run it 3 yards deep in the end zone. And this time he only gets out to the 20. which is what he would have had if they had decided to take a touchback. 1st and 10, 38 seconds left to go. Kansas City will run the ball. I was thinking about throwing it. Off tackle right to Jamal Charles. Gain of 7. Biggs may have been hurt on the last play. Biggs is one of Vegas's defensive end, but he will stay in. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. It's 14-10 Las Vegas. And coming out about the time I put this video out tonight will be the Franchise Hockey Manager 6. We play a game from February of 1980. I believe it was February 23rd. The Hartford Whalers go to Atlanta to take on the Atlanta Flames. And we'll discuss what's been happening with the Whalers in the last month or so of game time. That's coming out as probably around the same time as I put this video out. But back to the game, it's 2nd and 3, ball to 27 for KC. We're going to go long pass with a little bit of a breeze at our backs to Gonzalez. Dawson finds Gonzalez, and that's a gain of 23. Gonzalez against Denver last week had 5 catches for 74 yards. Jamal Charles again, sweep to the right. But a marker down before the play.
False start. Offense, number 82. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
They get Bo for a false start. And it's now 1st and 15. We'll go Taylor on a short slant. And Taylor's got himself another catch, 13 yards. 2 catches on the day for him for 23. Kansas City has run 10 plays. Las Vegas has run 18 at this point. Dawson's 4 out of 6 for 70 yards in the early going. Short pass to Charles on 2nd down and 2 at the Vegas 42. That's incomplete. Wanakani with good coverage on that play. We'll go double tight end, but we're going to look for Gonzalez on a short slant on 3rd and 2. That's caught, and Gonzalez with a lot of running room all the way. Touchdown. Those 3rd and short yardage situations, when you throw in them, sometimes you get big gains, and that was the case there as Dawson throws to Gonzalez, and that is Gonzalez's 2nd catch of the day for 65 yards total. Point after try by Tynes. He puts it through, and back and forth we go. It's 17-14 Kansas City. We have 13-12 left in the half. Here's Kaufman back deep for Vegas. It'll be a touchback. So can Vegas answer? They have a 1st and 10, ball to 20. To Tyler. Tyler, no fumble. Crowd cheering because they thought they saw a fumble, but the refs didn't see the fumble, and Hankstram goes over to one of the officials and said, "How could all 7 of you miss that play? All 7 of you." 2nd and 9, ball to 21. To Colmer, Brody to Colmer for 11 yards. Of course, back in Hank Stram's day, he was famously caught on mic during Super Bowl IV saying, "How could all 6 officials?" Because at that time, the NFL only had 6 officials on an NFL field. And nowadays they have 7. 1st and 10 at the 32. A throw to Colmer again. Colmer becoming a favorite target here for John Brody. That's his 4th catch of the day. He gained 6. He's got 46 yards total receiving. He's also rushed the ball 3 times for 8 yards. 2nd and 4 to 38. A throw and a catch. That's to Johnson. I believe that is Keyshawn Johnson. I'm getting my Johnsons mixed up. And now Brody 10 for 12 for 133 yards after that 16-yard gain. And let's see. Lewis tackled him for Kansas City. 1st and 10 at the KC 48 now. Colmer again. He gains 2. And Mays on the stop. 2nd and 8 at the 44. Brody Incomplete. Looking for Driver, but Willie Lanier was in the area. 3rd and 8 at the 44. To Colmer again, and that's 2 yards and 2 yards only. He needed 8. He only gets 2. Vegas is going to punt, trailing by 3. We'll watch for a fake here. Always got to watch for fakes here on. That's prime fake territory, like I would say, between the 50 and about the 35 yard line. 35 yard line of the opposing side of the field. This punt goes out of bounds. Ray Guy with a coffin corner punt. Whoa, how many times did he do that in his career? Rolling out of bounds at the 2. So here comes Kansas City. They lead by 3. We're going to run it right side, just generically to the right side with Lenny Dawson. Nobody saw that coming. That was a gain of 10 for Dawson and a first down. Dawson out of Purdue. Played in the NFL for a couple of teams before being discovered by the American Football League and Hank Stram. 1st and 10. Ball at the 12. We'll go McClinton on a dive. Just safe runs here inside your own 20. And McClinton with a burst of speed. He's just short of the first down. He gains 10. And it'll be 2nd and inches, which would be a perfect time to go deep, and we'll go deep with Bo. Instead, it's a dump off to McClinton, and he gains 10 yards. So Kansas City keeping it moving. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 32. Crowd going into that war chant, the Atlanta Braves and Florida State made famous. Trap right, Jamal Charles. And Charles might go 56 yards. Ray makes the tackle, and it was a touchdown-saving tackle. And with that, it's now 1st and goal, KC at the Vegas 12. And that crowd really going now. Oh, JT Smith, medium fly. And Smith's got himself a touchdown. JT Smith makes it 23, and here comes the point after by Tynes to make it 24. So they have outscored with after Las Vegas's touchdown. They have outscored Las Vegas 24-7 since then. And it's now 1st and 10. Not 1st and 10, it's the kickoff play, you silly goose. Kaufman back deep. And that'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 for Vegas at the 20. They still have the offensive firepower to get back into this game should they choose to. Here's Brody. He throws a long one to Keyshawn, but that's incomplete. Double coverage by KC, although I only see one guy defending him. No catch. 2nd and 10 at the 20 now, and we have a marker before the play.
Ball start. Offense. Number 73, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
They get Dyken. Now remember, in the HTFL, 2 players could wear the same number, so Dyken gets called. He's 173 on the field, and Mickey Colmer, is the other number 73. 2nd and 15 at the 15. That's a throw looking for number 80. That was Donald Driver, but that was incomplete too. 3rd and 15 at the 15. Brody's still red hot, and that's a throw and a catch to Keyshawn, who gains 3, but they needed 15 yards. Pushed out by Lewis, and now Vegas will have to punt. Ray Guy with a good punt. That punt went 58 into the wind, a little bit of a wind. Hall backpedaled, caught it at the 24, and returned it 9 to the 33. 4:10 left in the half. It's 24-14. Off tackle right, out of a 3-wide set, Jamal Charles. And He has had a good day so far. He loses a yard on that play, but he has had 5 carries for 63 yards and 1 catch for 24. Dawson on the day, 7 for 10, 134 yards. We'll go to J.T. Smith on the short out on second down and 11. A gain of 7. Bonacani knocks him out. 3rd and 4. We'll go to Gonzalez on the short hitch. Not there, incomplete. Ray provided defensive coverage there for Vegas. Jarrell Wilson will punt. Has a bit of a breeze, and that looks like a good punt. We'll have to get the stats on that. 52 yards and a return of 15 by Young. Vegas trailing 24-14. We have 2:36 left to go in the half. 1st and 10 at the 24. The marker down before the play.
False start. Offense, number 17. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Plaxico Burris called for the false start. And it'll be 1st and 15 from the 19 now. Brody's had a hot hand. Let's see if that can keep going. He gives it to Colmer. Colmer gains a yard. And let's see if Vegas calls the play before the 2-minute warning. They do. But with marker before that.
Start. Offense, number 40. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
Another 5-yard penalty against Vegas, making it now 2nd and 19. To Colmer, he did not gain much, 2 yards. Kansas City will not burn a timeout now. And Vegas will let it go to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 17 at the 17. Brody will run, but stop short of the first after a gain of 8. And now KC will call a timeout. We'll look at the timeout situation. With that timeout, Kansas City has 2 left, and Vegas has 3. Each team has their challenge left. 4th and 9 at 25. Here's the punt by Ray Guy. He's had a few of these today. And that's returned 9 yards by Dante Hall. 1:41 to go. We'll go to Charles on a screen on 1st and 10. Base formation. Incomplete pass. 3 wides in the game. On 2nd and 10, medium fly to Dwayne Bowe. That's the play call that anyway. The gain of 12. And you'll recall that Lenny Dawson threw for 443 yards last week against Denver, as Kansas City will call a timeout here with a $1:27 on the clock. Had a great game against Denver. And you got 1st and 10 at the 47 of Vegas. Medium fly to J.T. Smith. He's got it. That's a gain of 20. Kansas City's going to get to the line, call a no huddle. And they're going to go medium out to Dwayne Bowe on their next play. Instead, it was a check down to Smith, incomplete, and we still have 1:02 left, and Kansas City still with 1 timeout. A little dink pass out to Charles, a short pass. And Charles gains 14. And again, KC will go quickly to the line. They'll go to Gonzalez, medium hitch. From the 13, a 1st and 10. Incomplete. Bounces right off of Gonzalez. 36 seconds left. Medium hitch to Smith on the 2nd down play. That's incomplete. 31 seconds left. You have a 3rd and 10. Look for Gonzalez again. Quarterback must pass. Medium hitch. A little bit of pressure, and that's incomplete. 27 seconds left in the half. They'll bring Tynes in to try a 30-yarder. Wind at his back. It's good. So Tynes makes it 27-14. We have 23 seconds left. Angled kick by Tynes to try to avoid a big return. It was not taken by Kaufman. Instead, it was taken by Prokop, who gains 31 yards to the 35. From the 4 to the 35, we have 17 seconds left to go. What will Brody Deer do? He's just going to chew up the rest of the half, I would think. 2-yard gain by Mickey Colmer. And Vegas actually calls a timeout. Interesting. 2nd and 8 from the 37. Probably time for 2 more plays. And the first one was an incomplete pass. Brody looking for Colmer. Brody now 12 out of 18, 138 yards. 3rd and 8. Could be the last play. That's incomplete, and that should be the... No, it's not the half. That was a quick incompletion. Brody was looking for Keyshawn Johnson there. And this being the last play of the half, I'm going to go for a block. And we're going to fair catch it. And that'll be the half. And Dante Hall successfully makes the fair catch. We go to halftime. Kansas City 27, Las Vegas 14. And recapping what's happened in the first half, it's 27-14 KC, but you know that already. 180 total yards for Las Vegas. They have run 34 plays. Kansas City has run 28 and have a whopping 272 yards. Dawson 11 of 20, 3 touchdowns on the board, 187 yards. Brody 12 out of 19, 138, 1 touchdown, as we were just talking about before the half. I would say Jamal Charles has probably had the best game of the first half. 5 catches, 63 yards. Not 5 catches, 5 carries for 63. He's also had 3 catches for 45. Colmer probably has had the best game for Vegas. 5 catches for 48, 7 rushes for 15. Kansas City gets the ball to start the second half because they deferred the kickoff. Here's Dante Hall back deep. Ball goes out of bounds, though. So Kansas City gets it at the 40. Vegas not doing themselves any favors with the special teams. I'm sure John Gruden, his face is turning red right now. And we'll go to Otis Taylor on a medium fly and try to catch Vegas napping on first down. There's the throw. Incomplete, looking for Gonzalez on a check down. We'll go Charles off tackle right on second down, and Charles with another good carry, 9 yards. Durson comes up to make the stop, and now you got a 3rd and 1. We'll go inside. 86% chance Charles gets the first down here. He does, and it's a 4-yard gain. Clinton's going to block for Charles on this play as we go pitch right. And another nice gain, 7 yards. We'll go back to the base formation. We'll go to McClinton because I don't want to use Charles too many times. And we will go off tackle left just to throw him off a little bit. Gain of 2. Dishman, undisclosed injury at corner, but he will stay in for Vegas. 3rd and a yard. We'll go Dawson. He's got a 71% of the first chance of a first down on a dive, so let's do that. He's got a lot more yards. Lenny Dawson with a 27-yard gain. First and goal at the 11. Kansas City could really put some distance between themselves and Vegas with a touchdown here. Sweep to the left with Charles. And Charles with another nice gain, 6 yards. He's at 89 on 9 carries. We'll go to McClinton on a dive and just keep the ball moving here. Keep the ball rolling. Wasn't that the old song, Keep the Ball Rolling? Loss of a yard. 3rd and 5. Ball to 6. We'll go to Gonzalez. Short hitch. Touchdown. No. Incomplete. Thought he had it. Delayed blitz by Harvey. Tynes with the field goal puts KC up 16 from 22 yards out. It's good. And the Chiefs lead the Ironmen 30-14 now with 9:43 left in the third quarter. Here's Kaufman back deep. Touchback. 1st and 10, ball to 20 for Vegas. John Brody. No slouch at quarterback. The throw, incomplete, but a marker down.
Offsetting penalties. Repeat first down.
Okay, wipe that play from your memory, folks, because it never happened. 1st and 10 at the 20, yet again. Marker before the play.
Encroachment defense. Number 90, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Smith again called for encroachment. Make it 1st and 5. To Colmer, Brody to Colmer for 7. Make it 1st and 10 at the 32. Incomplete.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense. Number 29, 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Lewis with the face mask penalty. Move it to the 47 now for this 1st and 10 play. Here's Tyler. Tyler gains 2. 2nd and 8 at the 49. Brody, flush out of the pocket, looks for Colmer, but it's incomplete. 3rd and 8. Ball to 49. Brody looks for Colmer, and that's incomplete. So Brody has cooled off since his hot start. He's at 13 for 22 and 145 yards. The Kansas City defense kind of wearing him down a little bit. We'll watch for the fake punt on 4th and 8 from the 49. Short punt of only 25 yards by Ray Guy. I think that was a coffin corner punt that went awry. Kansas City did get a good rush on it, but still very unusual for Ray Guy to only punt the ball that short a distance, 25 yards. Off tackle right, Jamal Charles on 1st and 10 at the 26. And Charles has a first down on first down. And that gives him over 100 on the day. He's at 103 yards on 10 carries. Nicely done. Long play action pass to Bo on this 1st and 10 from the 40. It's caught. And Azamunga will be out at corner for Vegas. And they bring Lynch in. Dick Lynch out of Notre Dame. Played for the New York Giants most notably. And a 1st and 10 at the 36 with Lynch in against Bo. Maybe we should go right back to Mr. Bo. Long fly. That's incomplete. They test Lynch right away, and Lynch passes the test. 2nd and 10 at the 36 will go to McClinton. Trap right. McClinton, a couple of yards, that's all. Antwine on the stop for Vegas. Ball to 34 would be a 51-yard field goal from here, so that would be kind of borderline. Although I'm seeing here that Tynes would have a 59% chance of hitting it if they don't gain another yard. Dwayne Bowe, medium out. 3rd and 8 from the 34. And something happened there. A fumble.
Play is under review.
They're covered by Vegas, but they're looking at it. Hold on.
Upon further review, the passer's arm was coming forward. Incomplete.
Incomplete pass. It was initially ruled a fumble recovered by Bonacani of Vegas, but the HTFL reviews all scores and turnovers in the replay booth, and they determined that Kansas City did indeed keep possession there. Tynes is going to try a field goal to put his team up 19 from 51 yards, and that's dead solid perfect. We have 5:53 left in the third quarter. It's 33-14 Chiefs. Kaufman back deep for Vegas. And that's another touchback. The kickoff team for Kansas City has done a very good job today. 1st and 10 at the 20 to Colmer, and Colmer, no gain. Kansas City now with 366 yards on 42 plays. Vegas with 39 plays has only gained 189. 2nd and 10 at the 20. Here's Brody looking for Colmer, and Colmer finds 4 yards. Thomas on the stop for the Chiefs. 3rd and 6 at the 24. Tyler with a first down, and he's got plenty more yards. 18.
Offsides defense. Number 63, 5-yard penalty.
Willie Lanier was offsides, but that will not be called. They will decline the penalty and take the yardage. 1st and 10 at the 42. Can't go to sleep on Vegas, folks. You know, they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, whatever Vegas seems to do, they usually do a good job with. Despite the fact that this is a team of vagabonds, they have been very competitive. A gain of 10 this time for Wendell Tyler. Duron Cherry makes the tackle for the Chiefs. 1st and 10, the ball now at the Chiefs 48. Brody will throw. Incomplete, looking for Burris. Possible pass interference by Robinson, but the officiating crew does not see it that way. 2nd and 10 at the 48. Brody to Burris, and he finds him this time, a gain of 18. Robinson again makes the tackle after providing the questionable defensive coverage on the last play. And it's 1st and 10 at the KC 30. Brody to Burris. He gains 21. Plaxico Burris with 2 catches back-to-back for 39 yards. Now Brody trying to get hot here. 1st and goal at the 9. They trail by 19. Looking for Driver, and that's incomplete. A 2nd and goal from the 9. Like a last-second switch in coverage by KC, but Burris with the medium slant scores. And that's a touchdown for Vegas, 33-20. Extra point try. They will go for the 1-point extra point. Stover puts it through, 33-21. Now, this late in the 3rd quarter, I'm surprised Vegas didn't try to go for 2 because they were down 19. They tied a game with an 8, an 8, and a 3, some sequence of those 3 scores. But we'll see what happens here. Way too early yet. 1:26 left in the 3rd. And here's Hall back deep for KC. He takes it. And it should be a nice return for Dante Hall. Look out. The only question left is will he score? And that goes 90 yards to the 6. Oh boy. 1st and goal at the 6 for KC. Looking to add to their lead, which is now 12 points. Pitch to the right, Jamal Charles. And Charles not in charge on that play, no gain. Minute 10 to go. They'll go double tight end and give it to McClinton. Actually, yeah, they're going to give it to McClinton on a short pass. 2nd and goal. Incomplete. Dawson led McClinton a little too far on that one. It's 3rd and goal. Go to a short hitch to Gonzalez. And Gonzalez has a touchdown. Number 4 on the day for Dawson. And let's double check. Gonzalez has his 2nd touchdown of the day. 39-29. Do you go for 2 here? I'm going to go for 2. Try to get it to a 20-point lead. They'll go to Priest Holmes on a dive. And there you go. They get the 2-pointer. 2-point conversion good. That way you force Las Vegas to get a touchdown, and 2 field goals to tie, or a touchdown, and a missed touchdown on a missed field goal, a missed extra point to tie. 41-21, 27 seconds to go in the 3rd. Here's Kaufman back deep. And this is going to be returned. We haven't seen that too much so far.
Illegal block. Receiving team.
We haven't seen a return by, not Oakland, but Las Vegas on a kick for a while. And there was a legal block on the return that only went to the 17, and this penalty will back them to the 5. 1st and 10. We have 14 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Colmer gains 3 on the right side off tackle, and that'll be that for the 3rd quarter. We'll go through the substitutions Vegas is bringing on the field when we come back. It's 41-21 Kansas City. Charlie Garner and Carroll Dale are going to come into the game. Garner will be the running back, and Dale will be a 4th wide receiver that Vegas uses. Going to be a 2nd and 7 from the 8. They They give it to Garner right away. He gains 6. And that sets up a 3rd and 1. Lewis on the tackle for KC. Let's see what this third down play brings. Garner, no gain. He does not even get back to the line of scrimmage. Does not get the first down. All he needed was 1 yard, and he got 0. So Kansas City will set up for the return. Vegas now with the wind as they change ends. Although they'll change ends physically on the game board, but they have changed ends. Well, if this were a physical game, they would have changed ends. Okay, Kansas City with the 41-21 lead. They have it at their own 44 after Hall returns at 8. Ray Guy punted at 50. They play around with the idea of bringing 4 wide into the game, but when you're up 20, I don't think you want to risk it. Off tackle left by Jamal Charles here. Nice gain, but a marker.
Holding. Offense. Number 77, 10-yard penalty.
Trier called for holding. Go to a double tight end set. I don't think the down and distance really matters. I think they want to chew up clock. Trap left Charles on this 1st and 20 now. He gains 4. He's now at 107 yards, which is his season high. Ball at the 38. Kansas City's going to run some clock here with 13-17 left. Might be a little early in the 4th quarter to do that, but with 41 points, they'll force the Ironmen to get 3 touchdowns to win the game, which they might not have the time to do. Trap left Charles. How about a gain of 6?
Illegal motion. Offense. Number 32.
And the officials tell KC,
penalty.
well, you committed illegal motion, so how about that? Back them up 5. 2nd and 21 at the 33. We'll go to McClinton on a dive play. Vegas was playing in a dime set.
Holding. Offense.
But
Number
KC commits
87,
another
10-yard
penalty. Kelsey gets called for holding, and it's 2nd and a cab ride to Lawrence, Kansas. 31 yards. They're at the 23 now. We'll go Charles, pitch left. You see, the Vegas defense is playing way back. Charles gains 4. It's 3rd and 27. And Kansas City's still going to run the ball here. No motivation not to run the ball. They just want to chew up clock with the 20-point lead. They give it to Charles. Charles will gain 2, and that's all. He needed 27. And Kansas City will punt. They'll bring Jarrell Wilson in. See what he can do. It's a nice punt. Returned by Young for 13 after a punt of 43. So Vegas with 10:38 left in the 4th quarter, trailing by 20. And here's Brody on 1st and 10. We'll update his stats here in a moment. Garner picks up 9. Tackled by Green. Brody now 18 for 29, 2 touchdowns and 215 yards. Ball exactly at midfield. 2nd and 1, ball to 50. Brody throws, it's caught by Burris, and a gain of 17. 1st and 10, ball to 33 with 9:45 to go. Garner on a little dump-off pass gains 10. 1st down. Ball 23. Incomplete. Looking for Garner. KC got good line penetration, probably forced Brody to throw a little earlier than he would have liked to. 2nd and 10 from the 23 now. Here's Brody giving it off to Garner, and that's no gain on the right side. Mays gets to him. We'll focus in on Mays, not Billy Mays, the guy who used to sell all those home improvement products, but Jerry Mays out of SMU. Played on those early Kansas City teams that went to the first few Super Bowls. 3rd and 10, ball to 23. Brody to throw. He dumps it off to Garner, who gains 5. Now, why on earth, if you're Vegas, would you kick a field goal here with 8:27 left? You would still need 3 scores. Well, watch for a fake. The kick is good by Stover, and it's 41-24. 8:06 to go, but Vegas needed to go for a touchdown there, trailing by 20. A field goal, you still need three scores. You need a touchdown, and a field goal, some sequence therein. Field goal really doesn't help them. KC will watch for the onside kick. Instead, they kick it deep. Don't know why they did that either. I'm not trying to be too critical. I know it's a game and I know it's a program, but still, I think Vegas should have gone for it there. And if I was coaching them, that's what I would have done. Okay, off tackle right Charles on 1st and 10, but we have a marker.
False start. Offense, number 88, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Gonzalez called for a false start. 1st and 15. They'll go double tight end. Off tackle left Charles. Kansas City feeling very confident they can win with the 41 points they have on the board. And they're just going to take it easy. Might be a mistake. We'll see. Trap right McClinton on 2nd and 15. Vegas playing back. They had 7 defensive backs in the play. A gain of 6, but that's called back as Tyrer gets called for offensive holding. And it's 2nd and 23 from the 7. Off tackle left Jamal Charles on this 2nd down play. Gain of 3, tackled by Townsend. Ball at the 10. It's going to be 3rd and 20. Charles. Again, no need for Kansas City to do anything fancy here. We're going to pitch it left. Charles gains a yard, and that's all. He's at 117 yards total on the day. Kansas City will again punt. Here's Jarrell Wilson. A short punt. 37. Young. A 1-yard loss. And they will start at the Kansas City 49 with 5:45 to go. Here's Brody on 1st and 10. Look for them to throw the stuffing out of the ball. Carroll Dale was the intended receiver there, incomplete. Here's your 2nd down play to give to Garner on a screen, and that's incomplete. Hearing that word a lot. 3rd and 10 at the 49. To Burris, but Burris can't find a handle on that in some tight coverage. Incomplete. 4th and 10 at the 49. This time Vegas will go. That's incomplete. And Kansas City will get the ball on downs with 5:19 to go. We're going to take Charles out. And we are going to put Christian Okoye in the game. Oh, I'm feeling sadistic or what? The Nigerian Nightmare. We'll give the ball to him on a trap right. He gains 3 yards. Okoye was a bruiser who played on those late 80s and early 90s KC teams before Kansas City really started getting back into contendership in the NFL. Before they got Joe Montana for a bit, and after that, Kansas City's been pretty much consistent winners. There was a spell in the 70s and 80s where they couldn't win for anything. Back to Okoye on a trap left. Gain of 2. Cope on the stop. 3rd and 5. And this time we're going to go to McClinton on a screen with 4:39 to go. That's incomplete. 3:54 remaining. Kansas City will punt. They're at the Vegas 46, so this will be a sideline punt. Taken by Young for 4 yards of a return. Saliyamula makes the tackle after a punt of 31. 1st and 10 at the 19. This time they're going to throw some more. Vegas will. A gain of 6. Brody to Garner. Bell on the stop. 2nd and 4 to 25. There's the throw. Incomplete. Barry makes the breakup of that pass intended for Carroll Dale. 3rd and 4 to 25. We have 3:09 left. Garner, a marker down.
Offsides. Defense. Number 90, 5-yard penalty.
They'll ignore the offsides for sure and take the 12-yard gain there by Garner. First and 10 at the 37. To Garner again. Another 7 yards gain. Garner now has 5 catches for 40 yards. Brody now 24 for 41, 272 yards with his 2 touchdowns. Second and 3 at the 44. Another throw, an incompletion.
Offsetting penalties. Repeat, second down.
Second and 3 repeated at the 44. Here's Brody. That's
Personal
incomplete.
foul. Defense. Number 18.
And now Kansas City getting sloppy.
Automatic. First down.
Thomas called for a foul, personal foul, a 15-yard variety. First and 10 at the 41 of KC. Brody going to throw.
Pass interference. Offense. Number 19. 10-yard penalty.
Johnson called for pass interference, and he pleads his case to the officials, and they don't want to hear it, knowing how verbose Keyshawn Johnson could be. First and 20, ball at the 49. Here's Brody to throw, incomplete, looking for Garner. And it's now second and 20 from the 49. Here comes Brody with his 43rd passing attempt of the day, incomplete, looking for Carroll Dale. Third and 20 at the 49. This one almost over. Burris, the intended receiver there. Robinson on coverage. Could be the last chance for Vegas here. 4th and 20. They throw deep, incomplete. Carroll Dale, the intended receiver. Barry could not make the pick for KC. There's now a minute 57 left in the game. Koya on a dive play. Let's get this one in the can. A gain of 6. Vegas could still use their timeouts, so they're going to keep running plays here. McClinton on a dive. He gains a yard. And with 3rd and 3, they're going to have to run a play because the Ironmen can call a timeout. Each team with 3 timeouts left. Trap left Okoye, which they pretty much got to do. Just short of the first down. And no, Vegas is not going to challenge it. This game is over. Kansas City wins 41-24. And let's set up the summary here. Vegas got off to a good start. They had a 7-0 lead, and then Kansas City roared back. It was 14-10 at one point, and then Kansas City ran off 23 straight points. Vegas with a couple of consolation scores in the last portion of the third quarter, and then they got the last score on a Stover field goal, which I think is controversial. And that's your final, 41-24. 401 yards for Kansas City. They made 6 trips to the red zone, scored on 5 of them, 3 of them being field goals. Vegas scored every time they went to the red zone. 2 touchdowns, 1 field goal, 17 of their 24 points. There were 5 runs of 10 yards or more for Kansas City. They had the only pass of 25 yards or more. Kansas City ran 57 plays. Vegas ran 68, 45 of them being passes. Time of possession was about even. First downs, Vegas had 23, Kansas City 16. And your final was 41-24, Kansas City. And looking at the stats here. Brody now out of the top 10 in passing rating. Dawson moves up to number 7 in passing rating. Let's look at the standings for each team. Kansas City will be tied with San Francisco for first place, although San Francisco will own the tiebreaker should they win later on this week. Las Vegas falls to 1-3. They will be third. They'll be a game ahead of Arizona, but they, at the very least, will be a game behind Los Angeles, depending on how well LA does. And Los Angeles cannot get the first place because San Diego holds that right now, and they own the tiebreaker by virtue of their Week 3 meeting, which San Diego won. Give the game ball to Len Dawson, 13 for 28, but that really doesn't tell the story. And 4 touchdowns that he threw for does. He also ran the ball twice for 37 yards and 217 yards passing. Next stop will be Houston as the Giants, a combination of Giants, Jets, and New York Yankees, New York Bulldogs, Brooklyn Dodgers, all the pro football teams that have played in New York, they will go to Houston to take on the combination of the Oilers and Texans, although we will, for the purposes of the HTFL, we call them the Houston Oilers. Then to Nashville, Tennessee for a game between Green Bay and Tennessee. Denver travels to New Orleans, and that will be the third game on the on deck circle. And we only have 6 games left in week number 4, and then that will be a wrap as far as that week is concerned. Again, your final 41-24 KC over Vegas. This has been Big Paulie coming to you this last hour or so. I wish you all well wherever you are, whenever you see this. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye bye for now, everybody.